because there's lights in my faces. There's smudges on my glasses. So, restart. I can exit and come back. No. It's Wednesday. No, it is Tuesday. I thought that it was Wednesday because I took the wrong vitamins last night and woke up today and had to take Wednesday morning's vitamins, except I switched to Saturday because I didn't want to confuse myself tonight, but it is Tuesday. The dog has come down, so I very possibly need to take her outside very quickly. Hey, Mama. New girl, what you doing, baby? Mom's over here. She's wandering. I may have to, no. I'll talk quick, we'll be fine. It is Tuesday morning, we've established that, and we've got some fun stuff. We got back from Kansas City last week, I think. It's taken a little bit of time to recover. We had some fun projects there. We met all kinds of fun, amazing people. I got to meet Courtney from the Quilted Cow in Raymore. She was amazing. Pixel Quilt, the lady from Pixel Quilt, was there. I didn't get to introduce and speak with her as much, but she was a blast. I did get to help her find a pattern for a bag, so I felt fancy about that. We were across the street from the Legit Kit guys, and I bought my very first Legit Kit. If you guys have not ever seen or done any of their things, I think it says there are 71 colors and 1,103 pieces. But it does make this amazing vintage kind of industrial sewing machine. And it's a good size, so I'm looking forward to that. We'll see. That's a not sit down and do it in the evening project. That's a put your thinking hat on and get stuff done. Behind me, if you can see this, we had this panel in Kansas City. The fabric had not arrived, so when we got back, it was here, and I got to put it together. It is super easy. It's a Minky Kim Facebook. This is probably gonna be backwards for you, but it's just a 9-patch block. You've got the block with the main focus on the outside, the 5, and then you've got the 4. So, and it gets just kind of a fun checkerboard color. You just use a roly-poly. There's actually enough strips left over from this. I'm going to see what kind of fun projects that we can do in addition to that to put something else together. She had a backpack panel that coordinates with that. She's just got a lot of fun projects. Her vibe is so fun. So that's that. I have a whole stack. Facebook can see, YouTube you can't see what I've got in front of me because I need to work on that. Moda blockheads, guys. If you are on any sort of platform, you know who Moda is, and they run a blockheads program. This is their 6th iteration of blockheads. There's about 80,000 people in the Facebook group. The patterns are free. They release every Wednesday, which is tomorrow, from now until I think October or November. You'll get to see all of the different styles, colors. People will take blocks and make them their own. Robin Pickens has got some really great color works that she will do. If you notice, this is actually the same block, but instead of having the solid corners, I had some half square triangles that I had sized incorrectly and put those in place of the solid squares on that. So I'm using the Portofino. It's a fig tree quilts fabric that I have not made a project with yet. So that's my Portofino project. Next up, Ruby Star has released their Selvage Magic. Now, if you are a fan of selvage quilts, if you save your selvages, fantastic. If you don't, then this is for you. They've got all of the selvages from every single line that they've made, even some when they were steel and cotton. The repeat on this, guys, is 2 1/4 yards. I'm going, let me find the juicy again. Nope, I've still got to go. So look at all of these, all of their lines. The selvages have got a spot in this collection on this bolt. There's 2 other bolts that coordinate with it, You've got all of their fun little magic. I'm not sure, just like the little, is it upside down? Just fun, cutesy, and I forget what they call them, but they're just little squares of like the little artsy things. And then they've also got the panel with the letters. Now this one is sold by the half yard because that's the repeat. So you'll get everything up to the in the half yard repeat from there to there. So all those fun tags that you've been seeing, anybody at QuiltCon that had "Hello, my name is" or something like that, you can do. They've used the letters for that. And if you order these fabrics from us, we've got a fun little sticker, and I didn't grab one. But we put a sticker together that says Quilted Chicken using the letters from the Ruby Star Magic Selvage. I had fun with that. Flip that up, move that over. This was a project that my mom got put together for us right before we got to go to Kansas City, and I did not get it quilted, and it's on my list next to do. But how fun is this summer watermelon, guys? It's a Thimbleberries, Thimble Blossoms pattern. We did not use the summertime collection that Camille put together. We had a ton of, we used a grunge for the background, and then we just had our fun twist on the watermelons. Some of them are pieced, some of them are solid, so you can have some fun with that. And then there's some little stars too. We've got kits. We are restocking the patterns, so those will be available momentarily, or they're available on Camille's. I actually, to get the pattern in time to get the quilt done, just bought the PDF on her site, so that's available. Got kits. We'll restock the patterns. Something fun that goes along with watermelons are cherries, and this is a quilt. We have not gotten a sample put together of this, but I don't know if you can see the cute, guys, is this not adorable? This was a really fun, this is the Farmstead line, and this, the complimentary project for this was their Farmstead with the Stacy E. Shoes panel. We did restock the panel, so if you were in Kansas City and didn't get that panel, it's Farmstead, and I think you can just search it on our website. I think it's just Farmstead. And we've got the solid panel, and then we've got the cream, and then we've got the colored. One more new fabric line, and I'm gonna try to open this up and take all of these out later to have a fabric viewing with all of these fabrics. But this is Sarah Watts for Ruby Star. This is her Glow Garden. It does not actually glow. It's not actually glow in the dark, but this kind of electric yellow that she's got is a fun theme throughout the quilt line. I'd have to look. I can't remember if there is a project that uses the large and then the small panels. I think there is. I'll have to find that pattern, but we'll look at those fabrics later today. Something fun that I've been doing just because I do work from home and home is work. In the evenings, I have been sitting and doing hand stitching because it was nice to take a break. I took a break before we went to Kansas City. We went on the girls from Alabaster Box Patterns and I went to Stitch in Heaven, and it was fun. I've never done an overnight retreat like that. I don't know if I've ever done it. No, that's wrong. We went to Motivation one time, but this was, that was still for work. This was fun girly stuff. What did I do there? Oh, I worked on my Moda blocks while we were there. I didn't think at all about having to pack up and go to Kansas City the day after I got back, and it was nice. And so a rule for myself, coming back from that, I'm sitting in the evenings and doing hand stitching, and this is the project that I got from, I think, Prairie Woolens when we were at Paducah not this last year, but year before. It's a buttermilk basin pattern, but she has recolored it, and I really loved the green and the yellow, and so I'm doing that in the evenings. I'm almost done. I've just still got to do this little sunflower. I'm going to add some fun stuff on the boot, and then it's got a frame that goes around it, and it's just a little wall hanging, but that's my in the evening relaxed downtime. Last little bit too, guys, look at this. This was a little tomato that I got on our way out of town. We stopped in at Target to, stock up on snacks for the car ride, and this poor little sad tomato with this little felt top was sitting in Target at the a little entry place where you go and they've got all the snacks and anyways. It was plain. It was totally plain. This little top, it was all naked. And so we stitched, this is what I did on the project on the trip to Kansas City. It was a 7 hour drive. And I just stitched the whole way there. I had some leftover wool from Sue Spargo pin cushion that I have not finished. I had all my threads, so I had all of this in the car, and that was our project. It sat up with me. We're going to put some fancy pins in it, and that's going to be our little side. I almost said side piece. That's not right. It's sticking on my hip. That's just going to be a fun little thing that sticks around in the shop. And I have to look because I've got some Sharon. Good morning, Redfield. I don't think I know where Redfield is. I know where Hot Springs is. Natasha, I just saw your name pop up the other day, and I was like, who is this lady? And I was like, she's in Hot Springs. She's right down the road. Kristen, California. Love Ruby Star. We had a lady finished a quilt up. She brought it to a program that we host yesterday, and it was kind of a Kansas Troubles feel. She had, I think there were some Kansas Trouble fabrics, and she found a little bit more modern print for a larger sashing, and then for her border on this, it was like a historical war era looking quilt. She picked the Ruby Star Starry, and it was the navy starry with the black stars, and it was so perfect, and I absolutely loved. And I told everybody, look at this, Faye got some Ruby Star in her quilt. Hera, Oklahoma, where the wind goes. Sharon, hey, Sharon, I know you. You're in Oklahoma? I don't remember. Oh, that's fine. Anyways, guys, I'm going to try to be a little more consistent about doing a live video when we were in Kansas City. Courtney says that she does a live video every single morning. It's not about products and showing stuff off and things. It's a lot more about kind of networking, connecting with people, and figuring out what they want, what they're up to, just how they're doing. So I'm going to try to slap myself on the wrist and say, Laura, get up and connect with people. We always joke that when we go to shows that my mom is the people person. She can talk to anybody. She's everybody's friend. She loves, and she genuinely loves everybody and is interested in what they do. And I kind of tend to be a little bit more of the Martha and work and get things done. So we're going to try, I'm going to try and sit and just connect with people, because that's what it's about. The get together that we had yesterday, we usually have a program. I was not organized enough to assign somebody to do a program, and so we just sat and talked about stuff, and it was fun. I had a project on the wall, and we talked about what we liked, what we didn't like, what we would change, so that I can get myself motivated to get it done. So I really appreciate everybody that tunes in and helps and supports, and it's fun. I couldn't do this without you guys. I could. It wouldn't last very long. I'd get bored and unmotivated, because it is a lot of work, but it's work that we love. So I appreciate everybody that joins in and shares and helps us out with that. So the live videos will post. You can comment, let me know what you think, what you liked, what you want to be on the lookout for. We had Moda Jane here yesterday, and I didn't bring them, but tomorrow I'll do another live. I'll tell myself that maybe I'll do it. We got the new fabrics ordered for November, December, January. There's some fun stuff coming out, and I'll try to get on the ball and get projects worked on, get a pattern decided beforehand, before it comes out, so that we can get things finished and worked on. We don't have any more big shows this year. We've got a local show in October, and we can't do Houston because they moved their timetable, and we're going to be in Hope, Arkansas. I cannot remember the name of the guild. I'll find that out from Marcia and let you guys know about that. So it's about an hour from us, so it's not too far. It's a lot closer than Houston, and we're going to be doing that in October. We'll have our yearly open house for Christmas, our holiday open house. And we always have fun with that. We always pick a fun little project um, for that. So thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate listening to 2 minutes of me struggling to get YouTube taken care of. But these will post. They'll be online. You can see them. And we look forward to all kinds of more stuff. So thanks a lot, guys. Bye. And I always forget how to stop on YouTube. Maybe. Nope, still recording. We're just gonna hit the X and see what happens. Yep. Bye.